You're looking at potentially another new NASCAR Winston Cup winner, Casey Atwood. The 21-year-old from Nashville, Tennessee, is 4 seconds out in front of Bill Elliott with just 19 laps to go here at Homestead. Got some great news just a moment ago during the break. An update on Bobby Burrell, one of the injured crewmen from the Robert Yates team, the most seriously injured, it would have appeared at first. He has been reported in serious condition but awake at the hospital up in Miami where he was taken, and that's certainly good news. And we continue to hope for better news as we get further reports. And again, John Bryan, the other injured crewman, the initial report was a left knee injury and concussion. He was taken to a local hospital down here in Homestead for further treatment. Ricky Rudd running in 17th place. Jeff Gordon a lap down in 28th. It will not be championship trophy day today for Jeff Gordon. Trouble, turn 4.
Still green.
Kurt Busch.
Yellow is out. Coming to the yellow.
Well, this is what Tony Stewart wanted to see.
Yes. But there are only 18, 17 laps to go. No doubt he'll pit, but.
And Casey Atwood definitely did not want to see this. Here comes a 10 car trying to get a lap back. He made it.
So put 25 cars on the lead lap now with Johnny Benson coming back into the hunt. What do you do if you're Sammy Johns, Casey Atwood's crew chief?
How many laps left?
There are 17. There'll be 16 when they come back.
Well, I would stay out, but remember what happened to Jeff Green at Rockingham.
Now, this is a very different track, though, right? Surface-wise, well, Rockingham known for grating up the tires.
We're going to know in just a second.
But if everybody comes in behind you on tires, you're done.
There are the first-time winners so far this season. Will Casey Atwood join this list?
He stayed out. Who is coming in?
Nope.
Tony Stewart stayed out.
Wow. Ward Burton's going to come in. Jimmy Spencer, Mark Martin. So everybody back through 17th place stayed out.
How did he get on pit road? I thought Tony had gone by.
Well, maybe use that grass that's there.
Well, that's okay.
That's okay. That's
I don't
fair.
have a problem with that.
All right. These pit stops going to set these drivers back to at least 17th, 18th place in line. And let's cover the Tony Stewart stop with Matt Yoakum.
Remember, Tony Stewart also looking at the bigger picture. He was only 75 points out of second in the standings behind Ricky Rudd, but they decided to pit anyways. He just did not like this set of tires. They were going to go up 1.5 pounds from the pressures they had on the previous stop. No wedge adjustment. The 20 is down and away.
And he loses 2 more spots.
But they've got to start, like Matt said, you got to start with the pressures up higher this time because you've got a shorter distance to race to the end.
How did Tony get to pit road? Let's go back and take a look.
Well, let's see.
Far right side of the screen.
This is it. He decides, they keep talking about it, I think I'm going to the pits.
That was easy. Well, Ray Evernham's 2 teams decided not to pit, Bill. They're leading in the top 2 spots.
And he's up on top of the pit box. Last year you were an announcer part-time, so can you predict what's going to happen here?
No, if I was doing that, I'd probably try and figure out the lottery number is going to be. No, I'm very proud of my guys, my teams. This is something we worked on. Just have to wait and see. Casey's doing a tremendous job, as is Bill. Hopefully we can get a good day for the Dodge dealers, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Ray, this is what you've worked for and what you've looked for.
It is, you know, certainly want it with a lot more consistency, but I really feel good about the direction the team is going and the support, again, that we've been giving from Dodge and UAW, all our sponsors. But, you know, the people stuck with us, and right now my guys and my race teams are doing a great job.
And he told us a few weeks ago when we ran a story in Bristol that if he knew now what he knew then, he probably never would have become a car owner. He compliments all the guys that work with him and that work for him. He says we're all one team. But without a doubt, he says the most important man behind him is a woman, his wife, Mary. He said people thought he was crazy when he left three-time Winston Cup champion Jeff Gordon to become a car owner and start a new team. But he said Mary and their son Ray J not only stood behind him, but stood with him and have provided the strongest support he has needed when people thought he was going to be a miracle worker this season. They thought Ray Evernham might win all 36 races. Now he just wants to win number 34.
He's got the top two cars with 14 laps to go. Hey, remember Tony Stewart and that unorthodox entry into the pits?
Is there a foul there?
There's a foul there. They were told in the drivers' meeting about using the access roads in and out. He will have to go to the tail end of the line for the restart.
I'm sure he's thrilled with that.
Yeah. You can imagine. Let's see. He's dominated the event. His car's handling went off. He was losing spots. He wasn't feeling good and had the flu to start the day. Now he's getting penalized. Zippy doesn't look happy either.
Yeah. And that's tough when you've got a car as good as that thing was for 3/4 of the race. And then really, you're sitting there and don't really have a chance now.
Yeah. So they're on the 1 to go lap. As you see that signal being given from the starter stand. The double up begins, and with all of those cars in front of him, that's going to put Stewart even farther behind as he tries to pick his way forward. What about this 21-year-old kid? What do you think?
His eyeballs are about the size of saucers right now.
Casey Atwood trying to get his first NASCAR Winston Cup win. Tell you what, remember last year he came down here when he made those limited number of starts for Ray Evernham, getting his feet wet, and he finished 10th. Qualified 5th in this race a year ago.
Got a good race car. Just got. I'm sure that Ray is talking to him now, but on the other hand, you've got a guy that's got a bunch of experience starting on your rear bumper that wants to win as bad as Casey does. That's Bill Elliott.
And a long dry spell for Bill. Labor Day weekend 1994 was the last time Bill Elliott won a NASCAR Winston Cup race. 13 laps to go. There will be to settle the Pennzoil Freedom 400. Matt Kenseth is the first one a lap down in that yellow 17. He's in 26th place.